The dairy aisle looks quite different in 2025. Familiar cartons of cow's milk now share shelf space with a colorful array of plant-based alternatives. Oat milk, almond milk, soy milk. These are no longer niche products for the health-conscious few. They are mainstream staples embraced by a growing segment of consumers. This shift reflects a change in how people view dairy. It's no longer just about the traditional glass of cow's milk. It's about options, preferences, and evolving definitions of what constitutes dairy. Concerns about health, the environment, and animal welfare are driving consumers to explore alternatives. Advancements in food technology are making it possible to create plant-based products that closely mimic the taste and texture of traditional dairy. Traditional dairy producers are adapting to this evolving landscape, innovating to meet changing consumer demands. The industry is also seeing the emergence of hybrid products that blend dairy and plant-based ingredients. The future of dairy is diverse, dynamic, and full of promise. Plant-based milk alternatives have exploded in popularity. What was once a niche market has gone mainstream, driven by a confluence of factors. Consumers are increasingly drawn to plant-based options for health reasons. Some people find plant-based milks easier to digest than cow's milk. Environmental concerns are also fueling the rise of plant-based alternatives. The carbon footprint of dairy production is significant, and consumers are increasingly aware of the environmental impact of their food choices. Plant-based milks generally have a lower environmental impact than cow's milk, making them an attractive option for eco-conscious shoppers. Beyond health and environmental concerns, ethical considerations are also playing a role. Animal welfare is becoming increasingly important to many consumers, and plant-based milks offer a way to enjoy the taste and versatility of milk without consuming animal products. The dairy industry recognizes this shift and is responding in kind, with some traditional dairy companies investing in plant-based alternatives. The success of any food product ultimately hinges on one crucial factor: taste. This is especially true in the dairy aisle, where consumers have strong preferences and expectations. Plant-based and hybrid dairy products have made significant strides in replicating the taste and texture of traditional dairy. Early versions of plant-based milks often fell short, with tastes and textures that didn't quite live up to the real thing. However, advancements in food technology have led to significant improvements. Companies are now using cutting-edge techniques to create plant-based milks that are remarkably similar in taste and texture to cow's milk. Texture is particularly important in dairy products, whether it's the creaminess of yogurt, the smooth melt of cheese, or the satisfying thickness of a milkshake. This focus on taste and texture is crucial for the continued growth of the plant-based and hybrid dairy market. The ability to closely mimic the sensory experience of traditional dairy is key to winning over consumers. Section 4. Transparency and technology. Transparency is paramount in the modern food industry, and the dairy sector is no exception. Consumers are more informed than ever before about how their food is produced, and they demand transparency from the brands they support. This demand for transparency extends throughout the entire supply chain, from the sourcing of ingredients to the treatment of animals to the environmental impact of production practices. Dairy companies are responding by providing more information about their products and practices. They are using labels like grass-fed, organic, and hormone-free to communicate their commitment to quality and ethical sourcing. Beyond traditional labeling, some companies are going a step further by using technology to provide even greater transparency. QR codes on packaging allow consumers to trace the journey of their milk from farm to table. Technology is not only changing how consumers interact with dairy products, it's also revolutionizing how those products are made. Precision fermentation is an emerging technology that is poised to transform the dairy industry. This process uses microorganisms to create dairy proteins without the need for animals. Precision fermentation has the potential to address some of the ethical and environmental concerns associated with traditional dairy farming. Section 5. Navigating industry challenges. While the dairy industry is ripe with innovation and opportunity, it also faces significant challenges. Price volatility is a constant concern, particularly for dairy farmers. The price of milk is influenced by a complex interplay of factors, including global supply and demand, weather patterns, and feed costs. Labor shortages are another major challenge facing the dairy industry. Dairy farming is physically demanding work, and it has become increasingly difficult to attract and retain skilled workers. This shortage is exacerbated by an aging workforce and competition from other industries. Federal regulations also play a significant role in shaping the dairy industry. Changes in environmental regulations, animal welfare standards, or trade policies can have a major impact on dairy farmers and processors. Despite these challenges, the dairy industry remains resilient. Farmers and processors are finding innovative ways to overcome obstacles and adapt to changing market conditions. They are investing in new technologies, exploring alternative production methods, and working to build more sustainable and resilient supply chains. Section 6. Catering to consumer demands. Consumer preferences are constantly evolving, and the dairy industry is working hard to keep pace. One of the most significant trends is the growing demand for high-protein foods. Consumers are increasingly aware of the importance of protein for maintaining a healthy weight, building muscle, and feeling full and satisfied. This has led to a surge in demand for high-protein dairy products such as Greek yogurt, protein-packed cheeses, and protein-fortified milk. Organic milk continues to be a popular choice for health-conscious consumers. Despite its higher price point, organic milk sales have consistently outpaced those of conventional milk in recent years. Convenience is another key driver of innovation in the dairy aisle. Consumers are looking for quick and easy ways to incorporate dairy into their diets, whether it's a grab-and-go yogurt parfait for breakfast or a single-serve cheese snack for an afternoon pick-me-up. Dairy companies are responding by developing products that are portable, portion-controlled, and require minimal preparation. The dairy industry is also seeing a rise in demand for products that cater to specific dietary needs. Section 7. The future of dairy. The dairy industry is at a crossroads. Consumer preferences are changing, technology is advancing at a rapid pace, and the challenges facing the industry are complex and multifaceted. However, amidst these challenges lies a wealth of opportunity. The future of dairy belongs to those who are willing to embrace innovation, adapt to changing market conditions, and prioritize sustainability and transparency. Precision fermentation has the potential to revolutionize the dairy industry, offering a more sustainable and ethical way to produce dairy proteins. As this technology matures and becomes more commercially viable, it could reshape the dairy landscape. The demand for plant-based alternatives and hybrid dairy products is only going to continue to grow. Dairy companies that embrace this trend and invest in developing high-quality, delicious plant-based and hybrid products will be well-positioned for success. Transparency and traceability will be paramount. The future of dairy is about creating a more diverse, sustainable, and delicious future for dairy, one that meets the evolving needs and preferences of consumers while minimizing its impact on the planet.